Hello. How you guys doing today? I'm just giving my desk a quick rearrange because I realize I'm going to need my keyboard for this game. Keyboard, come to me, keyboard. Bit more. There we go. It's actually within reach. Hey, Alex, Farmboy, and Mossy Grace. How you guys doing today? You doing good? I'm kind of curious how this is going to do because it's a bit last minute. I'm basically using kernel failures mods. Hit the go live button. There we go. Hello. We have a map. There's nothing on the map at the moment. Look at our map. It is a pretty map. So, what I'd like to do... I should probably explain Transport Fever. It's a game where you build infrastructure and like link towns together with transport links and stuff, and basically your aim is to make money. I'm going to be doing some quite odd things with this map because I think it's suited to some interesting fiddlings. I think it's suited to some fun stuff. Just use my code to pre-order Platinum. Very nice, thank you very much, Farming Boy. So I've got the game paused right now. We're in 1850, which means we don't have access to a lot. And my aim is going to be getting money together as quickly as possible. And I think the best way to start might just be... Is it going to be bus or rail? That's definitely... Oh, this is... It's going to be bus with these four. So let's get some bus stops in. We can use the normal bus stops. There in Watton under Edge. Newcastle's a bit of a wonky shape. There's no real there-ish. Want it to be kind of on the main street. Reigate can go there. Actually, don't know why I'm putting them on one side only. They should really be on both sides of the street for maximum catchment. I'll put one there. I'll put one there. You'll see what my plan is in a few minutes. We'll link that street up. And let's get a medium street to go from there down to there, and from there just link that around with a nice curve. I'll leave the AI sort everything else out. Open under edge. Just want to link up the outsides here. So that. This is building as cheaply as I can. That'll do for there. Newcastle upon Tyne, I'm quite happy with the road that's on. Reigate, I'll just link up that. And that like that. I'd like to link these two up as well. Okay, so that's these four sorted in terms of roads and bus stops. So where's a good place to put a depot? I'm thinking bizarrely. This area here. And I'll get some... yeah, some medium country roads. Down to... that is way too much. Never mind. Actually, small country road would be enough for now, because I just want a direct link. That is still way too much. There we go, I've saved 500,000. I want to do the same over on this side. Because what I want to do is I just want to have the roads all kind of linking together. As much as I can. And as cheaply as I can as well. Hey Aaron, it's going good. How's it going with you today, dude? $61,000 for that is fine. Not a big fan of that corner there, so let's give it a bit of a redo to prettify. There we go. That's all linked up there. Let's get through this little valley. That's going to be really expensive if I'm not careful. You can see that the money in this kind of goes way out of control if you're not very careful with it. But those are all connected now. I'd like to have another segment of road, but... oh fine, you do a wibbly then. It kind of goes off like this. Cheaply, please. And connects up. 70 grand is way too much. Connects up there like that. So that depot's... what's a good color for a pickup that isn't pink? Red. Red is always nice. Get some lines going. From there to there. I'll name these lines in a minute. From there to there. From there to there. You'll see why I built the middle roads in a minute. And from there to there. And the middle roads can connect this to this. Kind of. And this to this. Bit better. Right, so let's rename these bus stops a bit. This one is in Reigate, so let's rename this to Reigate bus stop. And the one on Mill Road is in Carterton. So this one can be Carterton bus stop. And we're going to do this for the other two as well. Victoria Street bus stop is in Wharton Under Edge bus stop. And the last one should be the Newcastle upon Tyne bus stop. Yes, at Grange Road. You almost broke your phone today. How did you nearly break your phone, Aaron? Newcastle on Tyne bus stop. So now I can name lines as Reigate to Carterton, Carterton to Wotton, Reigate to Wotton, Reigate to Newcastle, Wotton to Newcastle. Tend to throw the ground in the middle of the canteen school. Why? And this one is Newcastle to Carterton. So that's all these cities, towns linked up by at least one bus route. So now what I want to do is I'm going to put passenger 4 and 15. Both of these are identical, so I'll just put the horse. We'll put stagecoaches on. And we'll color code them. So we'll put 6 onto Reigate Carterton. Six more onto 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onto Carterton Wotton. You'll need Hyper Pink for the Reigate to Wotton line. Hyper Blue for this line. Hyper Green for this line. And a very royal blue for this line. Now the reason that I've color coded them all is going to be obvious in a second. Oh, I'm pretty good. I'm playing Transport Fever today. I wanted to just play a chill game. So if I start time now, you can see the absolute mess of a million horses all waiting to come out. And hopefully these are all... I'll just fast forward time so they zip out. Hopefully these are all going to behave somewhat. Now, the next thing I want to do is... might seem stupid. I want to delete this bridge, this bridge, this bridge, this bridge, this bridge, these two. You'll notice this icon up here is getting angry because I'm deleting all the bridges and interrupting main connections. That's fine. That's my intention. The intention is every bridge on the map is getting destroyed. I think that's all of them. Yes. Fantastic. So next, I want to build, if I can, hoping it'll let me, I would like to build a harbour here. And I would like to build a harbour here. Somewhere along here. There's perfect. And we'll just connect these up as well. Really should have got rid of the road mods now that I think about it. Small street will be fine. Actually, can I... Yeah, let's go medium street. Let's go a medium street here as well. I'm going to need a depot or shipyard for the boats. That'll do. Can I sneak one in at St. Helens? That would be ideal. Can I sneak a dock in here? I can. Fantastic. And we'll just link you up there like that. So I'm coming up with some odd ideas at the moment, but they should kind of play out nicely. I want to put a bus station there. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to build a passenger ship line, which might work and it might not work. I might be trying to go into this one a bit early, but we'll give it a go anyway. We can put a bus stop there. And over in St. Helens, put one here. And in this place here, Warwick, put one over here on this road. Rip. Oh, the server didn't save. That sucks, Maddie. That happens sometimes, though, unfortunately. So, let's get that in. And this can be the Warwick naval commuter. We'll leave that there as is right now. Put that up in... Whoop. That up in the corner. Because I'm going to want a St. Helens naval commuter. You're the only one you couldn't save as you're not a mod on the farm. Thing is it should have saved, because there is autosave on the Farm Sim server. And this is Ilminster. Ilminster Naval Commuter. Right, so that's our 3 commuter lines set up for what'll hopefully be some nice shipping. First route, oh, that's quite nice. So this can be Ilminster to St. Helens Naval. Put that up over here. And this one over here can be St. Helens to Warwick, which I keep misspelling. Naval. There's no save button on the bottom. No, I mean the server should autosave, and then we'll put one from Warwick all the way up to... This one might not work. It's worth a try. And then autosave. Warwick to Ilminster Naval. Right. Here's where it's potentially all going to go wrong. And turn down the speedy now. So on a passenger ship. We can only afford 2. Right, so you can go on to the Ilminster St. Helens line. You're going to take a while to get there. And you can go on to the St. Helens to Warwick line. Now we do have access to about 10 million of the loan, which... Oh, we may need to actually pop into very quickly now that I look at the finances. It didn't. Oh, GG. These boats are quite nice. They're riggy. Paddle steamers. This one isn't particularly working very well. So let's go back up to Newcastle and see how we're doing with our initial passenger routes. This looks interesting. It's an old. It's getting towards the end of its life now. Transport Fever 2 is coming soon. So we have how many waiting at this bus stop? Okay, we might need to put more carts onto Reigate to Newcastle. And yeah, Reigate to Newcastle seems to be the big one. Where's Reigate? Okay, what's the dealio in Reigate? They want to go to Newcastle. In Catterton, they want to go to Reigate. Reigate seems to be the big crux right now, and in Wootton Under Edge, they want to go to Newcastle, but maybe not so much. You have 0 people on board. I want to try and find a Reigate to Newcastle. One of these. You've got 2 on board. You're going to be full coming back. You can see the people walking up and down. That means there is demand, but they seem to want to go to the lighthouse, which is a bit odd. Also, the lighthouse is very definitely inland, so that's... You, sir, are the most useless lighthouse I have ever seen. Can I delete you? No, it's just there. There's a lighthouse for the land ships. So, Ajax Garland. The unfortunate thing about Transport Fever is the early game like this tends to be very slow. Because, kind of just need to wait for money to come in, so let's boost the time up to 3. You're heading off full now. And coming up towards the end of the month, we do have a 3 million loan that we start off with, believe it or not. You don't even you start off with technically 0 money, but a 3 million loan. So there's the end of the month, 22,000. What's my finances looking like? Income 6 grand. Is that it? Okay, so we've not even made a month's worth of outgoings in the several months that this has all been running. Right. I might want to just get... Well, how's my ferry line getting on here? Nobody waiting. Nobody on board. You see, the thing is, if these take off, the ferries, then we're in the money. The problem is they are extremely expensive to run and not very fast. Now the question is, do I raise the number of... Yes I do. We'll put out 1 million, and we'll put more stagecoaches on... You come over here. Put more stagecoaches on the Mega Blue line. We'll put 6 more on that. Which is Reigate Newcastle, and also the Mega Green line of Wootton to Newcastle. Might seem overkill, but it should increase demand, as silly as that sounds. So I can close that bus stop. I want to just check Carterton. They want to go to Reigate, which is the yellow line. This is why I'm color coding things. So put 6 more on this line as well. Right. And down in Watton... Yeah, that should all be catered for. So I have a little line of horses coming out here. That's fine. Thought I saw Soviet Wampo as one of the city names. The two ferries are... well, they're going. Don't know if they're gonna do anything really as such. Anywhere I can connect Ilminster up to? Not by road, really. It's like Cosford. Or Coatford. I could get Tottenham involved by rail to Wootton-under-Edge and then split off to Newcastle and up to Carterton. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. I'll do first, I'll just pay off 500 grand of the loan. Hey, 2019 farming. I'm doing good. How are you? So we're making literally some money per trip. And most of these going off full. I think the main thing I need to do right now is just kind of focus on demand for these. Because the new batch of carts I don't think is actually after taking effect here yet. 2 grand per trip and they're coming in kind of thick and fast. Would I be better off making a rail loop? I think I've got... just want to check something here by getting the... oh, it's still 20 grand to check this, but it's worthwhile. Do I have... could put horse trams on, they'll take the 1000mm. I could... yes! I could get a train that's capable of 210 kilometers an hour in 1851. The John Stevens might not be a bad idea. That doesn't technically exist. Oh, it does exist. Baldwin Pioneer. Yeah, let's immediately start doing some rail work here. Because I think getting some trains onto this might be a better idea. So let's go for a passenger train station of... I want to kind of future-proof this a bit. 2 tracks. Can I get you to fit somewhere where you're going to behave? Let's pause and just put out all of the loan. All of it. What's the plan with the boats? Don't make profit, sell them. Sell them and try again at a different point. Unable to align terrain. Let's go for a -2 curve here and see if you want to behave this way. No, you're just not gonna want to behave this way. Well, let's add a 3 curve then. And pop you in here. It's gonna be a bit expensive, but I can work with that. Up here in Reigate... I want this to be straight. Should really put in a 2nd street connection to the other one, but we'll work with what I've decided on now. Same dealio up here, but I want a 3 curve. Just to work around. Can I get you to fit anywhere? Well, if you're going there, I don't need a curve at all. And here... Kind of putting these out on the edge of town so that I can build a commuter-ish kind of line. Standard tracks. Let's go for, let's see, 120 kilometers an hour is what we're looking at in terms of maximum speed. So let's kind of go with I'm gonna go with something that's way too modern. I'm gonna go with something brickish. Yeah, that, but could you not? Oh, that's very nice. Oh, this has to be our bridge. That's really pretty. Quite expensive, but really pretty, and that's what I'm going to use as a determining factor as to what I am actually going to do here. Okay, could you maybe not tunnel? Because tunneling is extremely expensive. Could you, like, scoot up here? And just, like, go maybe around the hill? As opposed to directly through it? And then... Can I get you to... Can I convince you maybe to do something fairly cheap? Yes, like this. And then come around there. Like this is going to be a very long route to get between two towns that are actually quite close together. But the trains can go significantly faster than anything else. Right, that'll work. Because the plan is, and I don't know if you maybe have noticed this or not, the plan is I want to make a loop. I'm going for a loop line that I can, at a later point, oh yes, I'll take that bridge for 500,000, because that's very pretty. Will I accept this? Oh, it's a bridge into it. Yes, I've got to, because that's, again, extremely pretty. Now we gotta figure a way to... How do you want to do this? I'm mostly okay with this. Construction's not possible after a certain point for reasons of the game says so. Could you maybe be cheap about this? Like, that's nice cheapingtons. Well, this is going to be very picturesque, because I'm just, like, cutting through a forest and whatnot. And then, that is incredibly expensive. Could you do that both out the bit where you cut straight into the mountain? I'm fine with there being a bridge, though. Because the bridge is pretty. Ah, that is a problem. In that I've just made a situation where I literally have to have a tunnel. And tunnels are incredibly expensive. Although a tunnel that comes out right beside a road like that, I can't say no to, because that's very pretty. Problem is I'm gonna have to start zipping time and hoping that we're going to make enough money for me to actually complete this line. Else I'll have one train running on a very, very barren line. Could you, at maximum down, do this in a way that I can maybe consider finishing the line? No. Is there any way I can get around this? Possibly. Do I have that one mod? Do I have it? Oh, hang on, there wouldn't be any... Would they be in here, maybe? Danger signals, train things. I could go incredibly high detail on this map, but I don't think it's going to actually be all that worthwhile. It doesn't appear as if they're there. What about in, like, over? No. They should... I swear they should be in this mod pack. Where are they? Tanks, billboards, bulldozer, wrecking ball, and A320 for some reason. Billboard and stuff. It would appear as if I don't have the thing what I want. That is a bit of a shame. Right, that does complicate things. Unless it's in this section for some reason. No. Right. So all I'm going to have to do is just build this in small segments and hope that the money comes together for this. Because like I've still got to get to the Carterton station, and then from Carterton over to Watton, and then I want to double track everything. Question the first: are the boats actually doing something? Where are the boats? I've got a Grand and St. Helens, so the boats may actually be picking people up, but are they picking enough people up? So this boat's doing nothing. The Ilminster boat is heading back to pick up nobody. Does the Ilminster boat have any people on it? No. Right. I'm going to call a halt to the boating for right now. Because I really, really, really would like a train to work. Where's the bit that I'm training up here? Here we go. And what I can do is just draw this bit in. It's going to be 122 grand and make a nice bit of a cutting. And the plan is that is a very steep hill up to the station. Wow. The plan is the boats are actually going to give me a decent amount of money when they sell off in a moment or two. Well, first one will at least. And I can at least get this segment of track in and get maybe some trains running. Or a train running. And if I get a train running, it'll be from Wootton to Newcastle. Hey, Jay the Gamer. If I get a train running, it'll be Wootton to Newcastle, because that seems to be the most popular route. And I'll repurpose the... I'll actually be able to sell off a lot of the carts, I've just realised. Okay, there's that gone in. Perfect. Right, we got an autosave, and then now I need to get a depot in. And we'll use the buffer depot because it's the cheapest. It's also the cheatiest. I'll try and get it in somewhat level with the tracks here. That'll have to do. And just curve that in. Okay, curve you into the... Yeah, I want you to lock on there, because now I can get you to do this. And I can just draw in the route like that. And go button to Newcastle rail. The unfortunate thing is I can't actually plan out what I want to use as rail equipment just yet, because I don't have the money. Waiting for your class again, it starts at 1 o'clock. Fair enough. What's the cheapest train I can buy? It'll be the D1 third, which is top speed of 40, that's twice the speed of... Okay. And the cars are 100 grand each. Right. Don't think this is gonna work. Do I seriously not have pork barrels, by the way? Because I could have sworn I had the pork barrel mod in here somewhere. Industry, quarry, tanks, steel mills. Airport fences, airport assets. I get the feeling I'm not using the mod pack I think I'm using. $189 grand. We can buy not a whole lot with 189 grand. But the ships are gone now, which means we'll actually be getting money a bit together a bit faster. So I can do. Hey, Tyke. Is kind of sit here and wait for a bit, which kind of sucks, but actually a good idea. I can actually verify. Yeah, Button to Newcastle just has constant demand, so that's going to be our first protocol. We lost 3 million last year and made an income of 17.6 thousand. So far we're up to 231,000 this year. Increasing dramatically. With running costs of... We are making a profit actually. Which is good. We are making a profit. We got running costs of 181k. And... income of 244, so we're making a profit, albeit small. Starting a train off, at least one, well, number one cost a bit more to run, but it'll be faster and we can zip between Watton and Newcastle a bit better. The downside of that idea and that plan is... We're not making... Oh, that was the end of year with loan interest of 100 grand. Right, so we brought in last year 252,000 with running costs of 181. So 6.5 million. But we spent... Minus 6.5, but we spent 7 million on construction... And 1.3 million on rail. We should be okay. I think. Like, I think the best thing to do is just to start buying D1 third cars. Because I'd like to get let's say 3 of those together. If I can, and we can run a train like that. I'll be back in a second though. Just give me a moment. And I'm back. So, you might have noticed that, number one, everything is broken. Number two, we're not making anywhere near enough money. Right. Change of plans, I guess. Let's sell that. And, right. What's causing problems here? I wonder if I were to get the Reigate Carterton down to below 3 minutes. Would I be doing well? I think so. So I'm thinking now the best option is to put another 5, because that's all we can afford, onto the Reigate Carterton line. Reigate to Wootton is losing money though. And the the naval lines are losing money despite them not existing, which is interesting. So the whole aim here... Why is Reigate to Wootton losing money? Well, it's because of the frequency, Dave. So this easy solution is to get some hyperpink stagecoaches and start throwing them on the line to reduce the frequency. Big one at the moment is Wootton Newcastle, which is making 60 grand a month. Or a year, I think it might be. So the aim... Yeah, the aim is going to be just to get these working and then work on the rail line afterwards, because the rail line can take up all the slack and use next to nothing. Linking 4 cities like this, though, should in theory work really well. I think the biggest issue that I am facing is honestly just... Yeah, it's just that I don't have frequent enough services from on these 3 lines. So, if I can get these 3 lines down to a number of seconds like this, less than 2 minutes, or less than 3 minutes, I should do well, but we're going to need to drastically increase the number of carts on every line. Well, on these 3 at least. And if I can do that, we might be able to get somewhere. We're in 1852. And I'm running it at high speed. Because I want to get the 13 grand together. To get another... At least one more stagecoach for Reigate Wootton. If I can get the money together for that, there we go. And you can immediately go out. On the line, you can see we're already down to 5 minutes on this line. And we are somewhat making money. Doesn't look like it because we go red at the end of every month, but so far we've made 162 grand this year, which means we're on course to actually make about 300 grand this year. So I am increasing profits. I am also massively decreasing the running costs by not running the boats anymore. They're just expensive to get running regardless of what you do. And I'm increasing, I think, the demand of these lines. From what I understand of the mechanics, the more frequency you have, the more money you're able to make off a line. Although this seems to be a month where nothing's coming in because there's a hideous backlog at Reigate. Why is there a hideous backlog at Reigate bus stop? That's interesting. I'm wondering if I swapped that for a bus station, would I do well? How much would... Got all of the windows in the world open so you can't see much of the actual game, and I apologize. How much would a bus station cost to go in? $1 million. Right. And over here it costs $500,000. Right, it would have to go in somewhere near here. I don't think I'm going to get it in for less than $500,000. Okay, that's less than ideal. And we seem to now be making a loss somehow. I think the next job needs to be getting to work on the Newcastle-Carterton line. Because I think that's where... Oh, it's on property maintenance. Oh, I know what's costing us all the money in the world. It's these bloomin' docks, because these have upkeep, don't they? These have... I think upkeep. Or it could be the... railroad, I guess? Hey, Duck Kenny. So Wootton Newcastle still has tons of demand. Interesting. I may be stuck in a hole here that I can't get out of. Right. Plan. Reigate Wootton. Everybody back to the depot, as well as you and you. And we'll open up the depot. It's gonna ruin my color scheme, but if I just start setting more and more on the Wootton Newcastle line and Reigate Newcastle line, we might get somewhere. Hey Dan, why did I block you last livestream? I didn't block anybody last livestream. This one. I tend not to like ban people. People get timed out. It's usually if they're the mods. Usually, I don't tend to actually involve myself in chat. It's usually if the mods think you're trolling. Not saying you are, not saying you're not. But it's a call the mods make. I blocked you. If I blocked you, you wouldn't be able to talk, dude. Come on. I need to get money together. I need to get like 100 grand or so together. Right. If I now start getting more onto the Reigate Newcastle line. So I think 90 seconds is about where I want to be with that one. And just get more onto Reigate Newcastle. To get that down to 90 seconds. So we're going to be spending all of our money on the big hitters. 98 seconds, 88 seconds, fine. Now we go Reigate Carterton for the rest. Because again, the aim is... Hey Brendan, I'm doing good, how are you? The aim is to get down to 90 seconds. If I can have a... 92... These will definitely get below 90, and now we go back up to the first one. Just trying to get these rates down, because the lower the rate, the more money a line can make in theory. Order your PC, you'll have them under Tuesday. Sweet! Congrats, Brendan. Right, let's get you on Reigate Newcastle. Do you remember yesterday I was talking about like really enjoying these games that boil down to just being spreadsheets? Yeah, this is one of them. And I think that's everything that wanted to come up through here gone now. Yes. So we've got no link between Wotton and Carterton, which kind of sucks. But we've got near constant flow between Carterton and Reigate, between Reigate and Newcastle, and between Wotton and Newcastle. And we have a lot of demand. Yes, this is perfect. What I've done is because the frequency is now so high, you can see we've built up a lot of demand for the lines that I didn't delete. Well, he got what he wanted because he was complaining about being blocked despite not being blocked, and now he is blocked. I feel like he wanted that. Right, we're making 1.7 grand per cart. I'd like to get something faster on here, but I don't think we got any viable replacements in terms of... yeah. No, I didn't want to do that. I think you really did. I mean, he came in attacking me and expected... I was being nice to him. I'm being honest. Wasn't even trolling him for once. Your medical effect 4 is on what? Is there a Ford tractor on console? For Farm Sim? Reigate Newcastle actually needs more carriages. And I'm hoping now that my Citadel plan gets us above 300k for the year. January, February, March, April is going to be the turning point for that. And it's looking like we're on track to be above 300k for the year. The 8970. Oh, sweet. So, yeah, Reigate Newcastle actually needs way more frequency. As a forward option. Ah, that's interesting. Actually, I can do this, can't I? I can go vehicles, set vehicles, color, hyper blue, and now they're all hyper blue. I forgot I could do this. Hey, I can fix all of the colors because my OCD hates when they're all random colors. Hyper green. And the yellow boys. Right. I think I'm losing money on Reigate Carterton now. So if I go over to Reigate, is there demand for the Carterton line? Yes. Is there demand in Carterton for the Reigate line, which should be the only link? Yes. I really would like to get this line back running. Do I think it's a mess up? I think it's deliberate. I think, like, I can't say exactly. Ooh, we're not on grant to make more than 300k. How many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 61, 62. I've got a quite drastic idea. I'm going to sell everything. I'm going to sell all of these in the hopes that, number one, I can buy fewer vehicles, and it'll be the horse carriage because they look cheaper, so I'll be getting them instead. And number two, in the hopes that I can start trying to rectify the cost issues I've been having. Now, in an ideal world, I'll actually have enough to buy a train to start doing the loop. Even if it's just the one train, I think that might help. The problem is, if I wanted to lay down just a single line of rail, yeah, it gets very expensive very quickly, and we're looking at probably somewhere in the region of 5 to 6 million just to... It can't even link up with the default settings, so I'd have to figure out a route manually. Which is not ideal. But here comes the influx of money. Right, the plan is 10 per route. That is going to be the maximum right now. So we'll start off with Wotton Newcastle, which is hyper green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, 6 per route. Wotton Newcastle. We'll now go hyper blue. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that'll be the Reigate Newcastle route. We'll now go yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the Reigate Carterton route. And the final bunch will be in pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That can be... Should they be in pink? No, it's Carterton to Wotton, which is actually dark green. So we'll set these off on Carterton and Wotton, and I can recolor them on the route here. There we go. Now we've got a tiny bit of money to play with, and none of the comically none of the costs that we had before. And all 4 cities should be served. Is there anything I can do over here that'll be super amazing? Do that and then bring the logs. Do I have oil? Oh! Oh, I can see what I can do right away. Okay, I have an idea of a way to make money fairly quickly. Fun little thing, these bus stops also work as truck stops. We'll put one there in Ormskirk, and I guess one up in Swaddencote? Except I can't because I don't have the money. Now the hope is with just minimal carts that we can get a bit more money together a bit faster. Which sounds contradictory, but it should work. Downside is we have lost all of the efficiency that we had. In an ideal world, I would have made a lot more than what I did, and we'd be able to pay back a bit of the loan. But I'm hoping this balances itself out. If it doesn't, I'm screwed. If it does, I'm a genius. So it's going to take a little bit of time for these to bed in. In the meantime, I can start looking for the pork barrels again. Because I could have sworn this mod pack had pork barrels. Because pork barrels are free money, and it takes like 10 minutes to actually get the game to load. So I'm not going to be able to like pop a mod in and hope for the best afterwards. Station signs, no. Switches, no. No, no. Wait, brush water tool, what? Oh. Oh, that looks horrific. No, let's... Oh, can I not delete the water that I just put down? Have I made a horrific screw-up? Can I brush grass on top of the... Oh no. Yeah, but I can put snow on top of the water. Can I put something on top? I have an idea. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Because I need to cover up this horrific mess that I made. Tree cannon. When in doubt, cover it with trees. I think I'm not going to get the money back together, am I? Look, there's no mess here. Only trees. Just trees. There are only trees. There is naught but trees. See, look, you can't even... Can't even see it through the trees. Yeah, shrubs. Also some shrubs. There are also, like, a hideous amount of shrubs in this area. This is a very dense forest. It's not trying to hide anything, it's just a very, very extremely dense forest. I could totally get one in there. Right. This is not working at all, is it? This is just losing more and more money. Right. I have a plan. It's called load a save that I have existing that is working, and we'll play about with that for a bit. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. This could take a few minutes though. There's the beautiful loading screen. Get used to it. We'll be here for probably about 5 minutes. And then I'll get on. This is a save game that I have worked quite extensively and is working very well. It's just going to take a few minutes to load because I think this map is also modded. And Transport Fever doesn't like loading like 200 mods, believe it or not. So the reason I should have explained this. The reason I'm playing Transport Fever is 1, because I want to, and 2, because Transport Fever 2 is coming soon, and kind of trying to gauge interest in Transport Fever content, because I'd like to maybe do some Transport Fever streams once Transport Fever 2 drops. Ooh, there's a bubble in my water. Get out of my water bubble. It's a very resilient bubble. There it goes. And yeah, now we just sit watching the load screen, because it takes an age to load up one of these saves. Now's the perfect time to ask me questions in chat, by the way, because I have nothing in game to focus on that I can be distracted by. So if you guys want some answers from me about random stuff, feel free to ask. Or, you know, not, depending on how you feel. Come on, game, load up. Come on. You'll get there eventually. We'll figure it out. Yeah, almost there. So that last little bit now. Come on. If I remember right, this is a map that I was building a freight hub at. Or on. Let's see if I remember this correctly. It's a map where I think I was building 2 giant freight hubs. Oh yeah, this is the freight hub map. Yeah, what year is this in? 1937. So I definitely don't need it running full blast. There's one freight hub. Where's the other? Ah, here it is. Right, Train 21 has reached its lifetime and should be replaced. Train 21, congratulations, you're getting replaced. I feel like... yeah, this could be very much improved upon in 1937. So let's have a look at what's available in 1937. Takes a minute for the train menu to load because there are quite a lot of trains available. Do I have diesel locomotives? I do. 880, 108 kilonewtons, 260. Okay, we'll use this one. And we'll get some big old tank cars. You can carry 12. You can carry 9. You can carry 15. Ah. So I'll put 5 of you on that. Hit all replace and replace now for 8 million. Where exactly are you, by the way? Oh, it's about to be replaced. Fantastic. There's a steam train going into the station with 48 fuel on board. It'll unload. And as if by magic, it's now a diesel train with 0 fuel on board. But what? Oh, good lord, it can carry 75 now. That was a really, actually quite good idea of me to update that. But right. Do I have a line going from the freight hub to some oil? Yes, I do. Do I have any trains on said line? Yes, I do. What train is on this line? It's got... oh, this one has 225 oil on board. Oh, is this the one that I've made really convoluted? Yes, I think it is. Right. Can I... yeah, let's fiddle this line a touch. By the way, there are quite a few lines on this map. This is the fuel truck to Westminster. Yeah, I want to sell all of you. And then find where the nearest depot is. It should be fairly nearby because this is where I started off. There it is. So I want freight. I want something. So you are what? Dang it. Pause. You can carry... you're a Ford Model 77, which can carry 9. If I get the Volvo LV66, you can carry 10. Or to swap you over to Opel Blitz, you can carry 11. So let's buy that many. And put you on the Westminster fuel line. Where's how much money I've got? It's actually hidden under now playing. I've just noticed that. I apologize. You can't actually see. Right, what's going on over here? South Loop Inner has what? A whole butt ton of these M300s. Right, where is the rail depot for South Loop Inner? Is it over here? No. I've not been on this map in a little while, so bear with while I get my bearings. Here we go. South Loop Inner is tended to by this depot, which inexplicably has a train in it. Multiple units. Is it an electric? No, it's a diesel. Oh, hang on, I've got to. Okay, South Loop Inner. You're all getting replaced. Because the Zephyr is amazing. And you. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Zephyrs. And set you all on South Loop Inner. Right, this is going to be hideously expensive to do this swap, but the Zephyr looks amazing in its silvery Art Deco stylings. Hey, Greek dude. I can tell you that on this map I got 100 million exactly. Money isn't exactly an object anymore on this map. Why are you stopped there? You're double slip. You're... oh, no, go the other direction. Because the problem is... not that. Hang on, what's going on here? South Loop Inner goes in which direction? Oh, I see what the problem is. No, I need to replace the Zephyrs. I need to actually sell off the Zephyrs. Sell the Zephyrs. And just turn around. Because the South Loop Inner is actually dealt with on this line. Hang on, Zephyrs have to be at 100%, yeah. So South Loop Inner is actually dealt with on this line. Yeah, there we go. There's a very confused Zephyr in there somewhere. You can hear an angry Zephyr. So this can carry up to 52 people. This one can carry 13. So yeah, I'm kind of downsizing the South Loop Inner, but I'm kind of okay with it at the same time. Hey, damn it, DK. Also, the Zephyr nearly perfectly fits these stations. Downside is it's going to lose money for a little bit. Right, what I'd like to do is get, yeah, this hooked up to, where's the main line to the interchange? Okay, so that is the main line to the interchange there. So if I were to get some high-speed tracks and branch off here. And here? No. Go back from here onto just the inner track here. Construction not possible. There we go. Right, I'm just gonna bring the inner track forward here. This road is not necessary. So we've gone from the fail map, where it all went horrifically wrong. Can I get you under this bridge? Because that'd be really cool. I cannot. I can. Can I scoot you over a small bit? I can. Fantastic. That's going to be drama. Bring this over and just click you on. Construction not possible. No, you're lying to me there, game. Why is construction not possible? No, seriously, why? What? What has angered the train gods that I couldn't do that? Just link you up there like that. And now I need to get this down relatively quickly to link onto I have to bring down the what will become the inner line, but is currently the outer line first. Because I need you to hook up. Just link on to the outside line here if you want to. Come on. Come on, I know you want to. I know you want to. Okay, well, I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. I can delete a bit of track. And then you come down here, following a vaguely similar trajectory. And now just onto this bit of track there like that, which you have kind of done. I want to see, can I make you double well, that saves me a bit. Hang on, yeah, let's just do a bit of reconstruction here. So I want you two to come down and hook up there and there, but I want you two to also come along here and hook up. Oh, I see the I see the problem. Right, so I actually need to bring this back a bit. Because the problem is that I'm trying to hook up something at a slope. You come maximum down. That is maximum down. Right. Can you go less maximum down, but over the top? Yes. I'm kind of liking that bridge, so you can keep it. Right, now I want to... a leveling brush that you haven't seen yet. This is the leveling brush. It is my favorite toy. Right, let's link you two back up again. And now bring you around in a relatively high speed curve, because you're going to be... I want you to link up at high speed is the issue. Actually, I can bring you down at low speed and link you up like... come on, be nice, like that. And bring you down at probably slightly higher, maybe a bit lower speed. In a similar kind of spirally effect. And get you linking in there like that. And that is quite actually pretty. So the aim of this is I want to try and create kind of mega freight hubs where everything is going into the freight hub and everything's also coming out of it. If I link that up like that, that should actually be as well an oil line. That is the oil line. Fan-flippantastic. Now I will need to have agreement in which direction is which. So this is the... so... it's something like... if I were to stop you there and stop you there, now it's two-way. And these signals are just for spacing, because I'm anticipating having a few trains running this route. And it's always a good idea to have more signals than you actually need. Right, so you will be stopping here. You will be stopping here. And you will be stopping here. And now I want to build a new route from here to here. Yes, perfect. What is my... Okay, so this is just gonna be fuel. I don't know, it'll be oil Epworth. No, oil Aldershot to Int. And if I now go to the Aldershot Oil Depot, which is here, I can look at oil delivery train and go to it on this menu here. This shows how convoluted maps can get at times. Right, that's you gone. You're no longer necessary. You gonna break... You think I'm gonna break my keyboard? No. And I'll put some electrics on this route. So there's nothing... Oh, hang on. No, that's not multiple units. Electric. Let's put... 160, 130. We'll go for the class PRR GG1. And I'm gonna want a lot of capacity, so we'll put some... Let's make this 200 meters long. I also want to get 3 of you if I can. 2 of you will do for now. We can get time running on again. And you are going onto the oil Aldershot to Epint line. And you're apparently confused because nothing is working. No path electric. Have I built a bit that doesn't have catenaries? Oh, I see what's going on here. So if I set you onto oil Aldershot Epint, it was just getting a bit confuzzled. There we go. What train's on this? No, I want to swap you out. Electric, we'll go for another Milwaukee, and we'll put another 200 meter long train together. 220 meters, 8 million. Yeah, let's pay 8 million. Because you are about to become a very fast train indeed. Like, it's already quite zippy, but with a nice straight line, some of these trains can get up to insano speeds, like what you're seeing. Space rocket, please. I mean, some of these trains are almost space rockets. Yeah, DK, you caught him at the right time. The answer is legitimately soon, TM. For the first time in like 6 months. Back in a sec. I'm back. That train should have swapped. Oh, I didn't hit replace now, apparently. That's the Aldershot train coming in. Let's see, what else can I do here? How's the Zephyrs getting on? Let's pick this train at random. And it is full. This is about as close as I can get to a space rocket, by the way, Sim. Is the Zephyr. Which I'm fairly certain is Russian, but it looks awesome. I can't afford to replace the South Loop Outer with the Zephyr Brigade, which kind of sucks. I would love to. That would be amazing, just having Zephyrs everywhere. So, 135k. And it's full again. So it should tootle out of the station. And the next Zephyr is just coming along the tracks. I might want to just straight up put more Zephyrs on the South Loop. Let's do that. Yeah, because... okay. Yeah, more Zephyrs. Just... South Loop Inner. More Zephyrs. There is no such thing as too much capacity. Technically I owe like 10 million, but my loan is 0, so... this is all fine. Also, very pretty silver trains coming out of the depot. I'm fine with this. They're replacing these things, the M300s. Downside is, towards the end of this line, the trains are actually going to be empty. Because we've only got 32 people waiting, so this third train here is actually going to be empty. Where's the first Zephyr? Along this way. There's the hideous queue. Is that a Zephyr coming through? Yes. So the first Zephyr is there. What? No, you should be on South Loop Inner. I'm not sure where you're planning on making a 180. I'm actually gonna have to sell this one, Zephyr, because there's no way I can get it to go in the correct direction. So the first Zephyr is still a while off. The hell are you? Fuel train to Wallingford. You're empty. Just pick up what you can, drop off what you can. Over here you can see we've got a nice bit of nonsense going on at the Hoddesdon. Hang on. The Greg Hoddle interchange. Which is served by... I want to say this is Northern Loop. Yes. And we do have some aircraft going off. Do you have anything on board? No. I'm not sure if these air cargo planes are actually working at all. We should have a passenger airport nearby as well. This should be a passenger airport. We do have some people waiting. Our planes are actually full. Can I? 1938. Can I, Oh, replace now. Yes, no, hang on. Hang on. This simply shall not do. They all need to be DC-3s. What are you currently? You're DC-3s. You're not DC-3s. You need to be DC-3s. Yeah, no, replace you. I'll pay 3 million. Actually, can I swap you guys to DC-3s? Do like cargo DC-3s? I can swap you to DC-4s, but it's actually a bit early for DC-4s. Let's swap you guys to DC-4s and see if it... Never mind. So I think a plane came in was faffing about there. And it was... what the hell is this even? I'm not sure what this is, but it's becoming a DC-3. That's a Fucko Wolf something or other by the looks of it. Heinkel HE70. Okay. Isn't log here, sim and videos as a whole. What monitor do I have? I've got an Acer something or other and an AOC something or other. There we go. Proper plane. Proper plane. It's in kind of a Transport Canada looking livery. You are coming in completely full. I'm wondering if I might have been better off swapping these to Series 307s. There's another Heinkel coming in. And let's see what can we do over here. How is this mess doing? Oh. Oh no. Oh. So I actually need significantly more capacity on this route. So you're what? PRR GG1 with 50 new TLXs. So just need to wait for this to work up here. Come on, autosave, be nice. Oh, the game kind of crashed there. So you, not enough money. I need Okay, can I get something that can go 160 but isn't hideously expensive? Steam just doesn't have the power. It needs to be... Oh, do you know what? Let's just borrow some money. There we go. I need 15 of the 40 footers. Borrow lots of money. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How much did it cost to clone? It costs more than 20 million. Okay. Let's pay back as much of the loan as we can. And set you off on oil Aldershot Le Pint. Because we need as much capacity as we can get on that line. We want 37 because you can't afford much. I mean, get what you can afford. Don't break the bank because you feel like you have to. Like, if you can afford only a cheap monitor, get a cheap monitor. There's no reason to go super expensive unless you want fancy crap. By the way, I'm just paying back the entirety of the loan right now. Because we make per year 57 million per year, somewhere between 100 and 200 million. Something's broken. Hang on, what's broken here? Train 11, which is you, is confused with train 152. Where's the problem here, gentlemen? Are you both trying? Ah, the problem is I never made that a double slip. So, can you get onto... You can't evacuate that line. Right. That's mildly problematic. What's going on with this line then? Oh, you're too long for the station. Right. I see the issue. So if I were to just get a small bit of extra loanage going on here, and by a small bit I mean about 7 million, I can pop that in, and you're now much happier to go, aren't you? Yes. That's a double slip. Yeah, that should resolve the issues that I was having. And we'll just pay off the 5 million loan that I took out. There we go, it's gone. Exactly, Sim. So that should resolve itself now. Are you trying to do something silly still, by the way? So you are trying to... Can I get you to go via... After Aldershot sidings, can I get you to go via this? Well, you're going to be a hot minute getting yourself sorted out. Turn around and go. Right. I need to... I need to put comically. I need to put a marker down. Just here, just a waypoint. And edit the line so that after Aldershot Sidings, it passes this waypoint and then goes past this stop signal. Why are you confused? Have I put a one-way signal? I have. So I get rid of you. That's now unconfused the entire... That's perfect. Right. Next conundrum is going to be... Not you. 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 What are the oldest vehicles I have? The Buxton commuters are out of date. They're trams. Let's replace these with type. Actually, with the Peter Vitt streetcar. Replace now. 490k. Let's get that solved. Next one up is the fuel train and easing wall, which has 3 trains. If I were to sell off you and sell off you, I don't think we'd have an issue placing this with something small and electric and maybe a diesel. Yes, say you and 4 of these. And we'll hit replace now. That's a low value. Easingwall train depot. There's nothing in Easingwall train depot. Fuel train to Wallingford is the next issue. And I'm going to replace you similarly with the Alco HH600 and 4 Shell tanks. The forestry shuttles are next. And I want a big replacement for you guys, because this, if memory serves, is a big line. So let's go with a diesel. The Alco will be fine, and take logs and planks. Yeah, let's go with the British Bogie Bolster Wagon, and we'll go with about 150 meters worth of train here. That'll do. And this is a 20 meter replacement, so it's like, didn't know on that. I'll update in good time. Goods Wood Shuttle has a lot of trains. Do a similar replacement here. Actually, the exact same replacement, so I'm kind of simplifying the rail system to a certain extent. We'll just hit auto replace there as well, and I want to pay back the loan. There we go. Fuel train to Featherstone. There's 4 of you guys. I don't need 4 of you guys. 1 is enough, I believe. And train 5 can be replaced by another small boy. We'll get the Alcos again. Can you ask me a stupid question? I mean, all questions are just stupid until you ask them. So go ahead. And replace that now. I am quite ridiculously cutting costs by doing this. Is it possible to use PC through a TV? What, like hook a PC box up to a TV? Absolutely. You'd be surprised at how many people actually do that as just a thing that they do. And there's nothing wrong with it. I used a PC or TV as a monitor for a long ass time. I swear I've set you to be replaced. I have not. This line shall not do. You need... I basically need to go with the PRR. And we'll get some big old tank cars on this as well. Bring it up to about 200 meters. Go all over the place. Can I replace you now? 16 mil? I can take out 10 mil alone. There we go. By the way, on this map, I make so much money in a year that it literally just... Oh, this is replacing 2 trains. Fantastic. Currently have, ooh, 225 oil on board. So you're using the newer tanks, you're just the wrong kind of train. I want you to match with this one. The reason I want to match the trains up, by the way, is just because the line will run a bit more efficiently that way. By the way, that 10 mil loan I took out is gone already. I've already paid it back. Smoothing brush. Just to prettify this bit here. Oh, this is a very pretty bit. I like this bit of the track. I feel like it could do with more trees. So just like, yeah, a few more trees up there like that. And then maybe a little forest under the bridge here like this. Kind of stretching under the bridge. This tree brush is hella slow, but... Nanny's live? Oh. Yeah, I'll finish up the stream here. I'll probably continue playing this, because I really like Transport Fever. You're dropping off logs, or should be, but you're not. And you are... picking up the planks. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. See you, Brendan. Go over and watch Landy if you want some farm sim. I'll be back no, not tomorrow, Sunday with Flight Sim with X-Plane. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.